Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo, and I have love this time. I have it. Can you see? It's so, it's pathetically tiny. I know. So I ordered this online, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. It's white and whatever. And I thought it was going to be much bigger than this. Just look at the size of this thing. It's so tiny, I can barely see it. I don't think you guys can. But anyway, अब है तो है, whatever. We're just gonna keep it. So sad. कहाँ वो मेरा लंबा चौड़ा कहाँ ये Anywho's, I'm here with some love. And this has been pending for a while. Of course, I know. And I'm just getting to it. And I'm very excited that I'm getting to it now because a whole album visualizer has been released on Kashmir's channel 12 days ago. So I think I saw him post that in his story and I was like, yes, now I can visualizer के साथ पूरी album from start to end देखेंगे हम like a movie. है ना? So see, my lateness was good in some way. So yeah, I really wanted to do this session with Bhola, but it's a busy time of year. Everyone is caught up. And also Mercury retrograde chal raha. I don't know if y'all, but yes, internet sabka. In fact, I'm like keeping my fingers crossed that after I finish recording this session, the file actually saves because retrograde mein kuch bhi ho sakta hai. I'm just saying. And don't come at me saying, oh, girl talk, it's all, whatever, you know, all this faltu cheezon mein. No, I have experienced the effects of retrograde, hence. ठीक है? Okay, let's just get into this. It's a 50-minute, 10-second visualizer. I will have to keep pausing as I need to talk about it. And if I don't need to talk about something, I will just let it play. And then I don't know how I'm going to edit this, but I'll edit it as best as I can. Okay? I'm very excited. I just have to say, I was at the launch. I purposely did not pay much attention. Like I mentioned before in earlier videos, I was busy talking to people because I was right at the back. It was very crowded. And I was like, वैसे भी मैं कुछ सुन नहीं पाऊंगी ठीक से और मुझे बाद में react review सब करना है तो मैं सुनती नहीं हूँ. ठीक है, so thoda bahut whatever, but I was mainly engrossed in conversations, and so I have not heard most of this album, barring the songs that I've already reacted to. Chalo, all that is done and said. Now let's get into it. All I know is that there is a story from start to finish, and it's very Bollywood style, 70s Bollywood, है ना? ठीक है, let's begin. The beginning interlude mantra, Ajim Mulani, Runjhun Satsangi, and Rajesh Kava. Okay. The problem is that there will be no thingamajig. There will be no like write up. But okay, we'll make do without it. Chalo, 1, 2, 3, play.
क्या पूजा पाठ कर रही है ना? निकल, ये तेरा भगवान तेरा सपना पूरा करेगा। चल,
ला रही हूँ।
तू क्या देख रहा है बे? ये औरत क्या औलाद है ना? किसी लायके का नहीं है तू।
इससे सुबह पी के आ गए?
तू मुझसे सवाल लड़ेगा? मुझसे तेरा बाप से? निकल ये घर से, मेरे घर से निकल, और ये औरत को भी साथ में लेके जा।
मौके तो अनगिनत मिलेंगे जीवन में जो आपके कदमों का रुख बदल देंगे। निर्भर आप पर करता है कि आप कहां जाएंगे, और अंत कब और कैसे आ जाएगा वो आपके कर्म बताएंगे।
Okay, 1 second, pause. This is reminding me of Gully Boy in many ways. You know, the father telling the son and the mother to leave the house and all that. Of course, he was much older. This is a younger boy. But yeah, slight similarities happening. Chalo, let's move on. Now it's Kashmir, Ikka, and Karam, Dream. Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
They don't understand, they will never see the promised land. This ain't just a dream. Who I believe, ain't just a dream. They don't understand, they will never see the promised land. This ain't just a dream.
बॉम्बे शहर में मैं जीने के लिए जान ले रहा संजू बाबा मैं यहाँ वास्तव वाला काम मेरा है पैसा हाथ की मैल तभी धोता नहीं सुना सुना मौत के बराबर तभी सोता नहीं गहरे पानी में गर पड़ी है मेरी किस्मत तो मुझसे कोई गहरा लगा पाएगा गोता नहीं हसल है खून में इरादों में गर्मी है हाथों में ताकत तो दिल में है सर्दी ना मानू भगवान ये सोच अधर्मी है उसका जमाना जो पापी बेशर्मी
They don't understand, they will never see the promised land. This ain't just a dream.
मेरी लाइफ है ये
Ooh, I believe. Ooh, ain't just a dream. They don't understand, they will never see the promised land. This ain't just a dream.
लगा रखी है मुंह पे एक छोटी गोल फेक हाथ में है छुरी चला चाबे शाने गो बैक जीतने को आया पूरा बॉम्बे बना खौफ है सपनों के बीच कोई आई सजा मौत है आमी मौत है पर उससे पहले जीना है जो मेरे हक का ना मिला उसे छीना है एक रोटी हिस्सा गैंग में सभी का है सली का भेड़िए के झुंड से ये सीखा है तना दम करा पम मुड़े हम काले में डराते बादलों को चीर देंगे हम जहाँ कदम रखना मना वो खरीद लेंगे हम सब झुकते झुकाने वाले में होकर दम दम दम
का गीत दर्द संगीत में घोटे नसीब ते रहते ना नींद में सो तकरीबन सो तरकीबन ढीठ इरादे और दिखती बस जीत है
They don't understand, they will never see the promised land. This ain't just a dream. Ooh, I believe. Ooh, ain't just a dream. They don't understand, they will never see the promised land. This ain't just a dream. Ooh, I believe. Ain't just a dream.
Damn. Ikka's storytelling, man, is so freaking good. And what I really loved, apart from the production and the female vocals, which are just mind freaking blowing, is the tonal quality he took in this song. That raspiness and that like wo bhari wali this like bassy wali awaz is just it's working because it's bringing out that when someone is so down and so out and so angry and so frustrated but he's keeping calm and he's just like okay that moment in your life when you're just like fuck I'm gonna show them sorry cussing but just like nothing's happened yet but you're just in that zone of where you're making up your mind about what you want to do in life and what your dream is going to be and how you're going to achieve it and yeah that whole like moment when you're setting the goal there's a certain like uh anger frustration sankalp wala that emotion that like yeah that passion that has to be there so it's there in the writing and it's there in the voice I just really like the voice at first I was like it's a little hard to hear so I was adjusting the volume but I think the way it's mixed is on purpose to give that effect because you can just imagine and the visual is showing like a kid standing and looking at the city you can imagine when someone's probably just sitting in their room and they're in that same mental zone of trying to figure out what is my goal and how I'm going to do it and what just that emotion that is coming across very nicely in the voice that Ikka took so props for that मंजिल मेरी दूर पहुंचा उसके करीब नहीं ये है असली जिंदगी किसी मूवी का सीन नहीं सीन को जाके पूछ नाम मेरा कोई भी हो तुर्रम ना उसको सलाम मेरा बॉम्बे शहर में मैं जीने के लिए जान ले रहा संजू बाबा मैं यहाँ वास्तव वाला काम मेरा सो या there's a lot hustle है खून में इरादों में गर्मी है हाथों में ताकत और दिल में है सर्दी ना मानू भगवान ये सोच अधर्मी है उसका जमाना जो पापी बेशर्मी And then the second verse was even ये गलियों का गीत है दर्द संगीत में खोटे नसीब थे रहते ना नींद में 100 तरकीब हैं ढीठ इरादे और दिखती बस जीत है that emotion ढीठ इरादे और दिखती that is coming across so well in his voice here and yeah Man, firstly the storytelling and the emotionality, and then the voice delivery. Props. Ikka's really killed it on this one. And I love the English lyrics and the female vocals. Who's written the lyrics here? It doesn't say. You know what? I'm gonna open the album on Genius side by side so that I can keep glancing at the lyrics. I had to open them in a separate thing, separate sort of win tab. हाँ तो यहाँ पे लिखा नहीं है lyrics. I'm sure obviously Ikka's verses are by Ikka, but is there someone else who wrote the English lyrics or was it him? But her vocals and just the way the beat dropped, so good. Okay, moving on. Let's get on with the story. The Plan Interlude, Rajesh Kawa and Anjum Mulani. Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3, play.
भाई क्या हुआ तुझे? तू ठीक है?
ठीक हो रे, लेकिन कुछ सही नहीं है। एक बात पूछूं? तू थक नहीं गया इस जिंदगी से?
तू ये क्या बोल रहा है भाई? क्या मतलब है तेरा?
मतलब ये है कि सब बदलेगा आज से, और अभी से ही बदलेगा। चल मेरे साथ, अभी पैसों का इंतजाम करते। और सुन, तू बस दुकान वाले का ध्यान बटाना, बाकी मुझ पे छोड़ दे।
तेरी भूसी
Oh,
और मेरी आदत जेबें हैं फटी तो मैं जनाब अब लेके चलता लौंडो को जो भुस्सी भर दे आकर तेरे बाप अब है खड़े तो ना दिखा तू ताकत छीनू आके तेरा टीवी मुझको ना दिखा ये नाटक हमें आफत माँ कसम मैं आता वहां से जा पे कंधा दे तू तेरे कंधे काटे आंखें चोरी कर तू मारे आके तेरे अंदर चाटे मारे अंधे चाटे कर ले बंदवाज बंदों को दिखा दे सर पे किसके ताज है आजा लगे भूख खा जा निकनेम भरा बना भूत डाला तेरा सीना था भूत मेरा काड़ा बोल मुझे पापा मैं नहीं तेरा बाबा
लेके चौड़ी छाती पिटा चौकीदार भी मुंह पे माँ की गाली इसकी चैन छीन सुबह करी मार पीट शाम में तड़ी पार भी रात में चचारी लोड़े पैसे वो कैट पे बंदे घूमे चौड़े नशे में स्मैक के इलाके के हरामी लौंडे बैठे जो ऐड के किराने की दुकान में घुसे कट्टा खींच के अगर मिला नहीं जो चाहिए जैसे भेजे साथी बोला आगे पीछे देके चलो पैसे लेते भागी तू उतारियो ना वो कपड़ा मुंह से चाहते नहीं कि भांडा फूटे कपड़ा डाला मुंह पे कट्टा डाला जेबों में और चौड़े होके दोनों घुसे तभी क्या चाहिए भाई देखा आगे पीछे होना चाहिए एक भी गवा नहीं निकाली बंदूक पूछा क्या है संदूक मुझे चाहिए पूरी लूटा है लेने खाली छुट्टा नहीं
भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी सुने जाऊं खुद की मिलेगी खुशी लूंगा जब गुच्ची जरा भाई भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी सुने जाऊं खुद की मिलेगी खुशी लूंगा जब गुच्ची जरा भाई भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं
मुझे लगा मैंने भुस्सी भर दी पुरस्ताव की उस गांव में चल दी बोला बेटा तुम कर रहे हो गलती मुझे मार के मिलेगी तुम्हें मौत भी जल्दी मेरा बेटा आने वाला है शॉप में बल्कि लेके आएगा वो लौंडे तो होगी कर दी उसने बातों में लगाया तब तक शॉप में चलती आई एक महिला वो खौफ से कट ली
मेरे हाथ से चल गई गोली आंख में भर गई उसकी सांस सर रख गई गिरा फर्श पे वो सीधा वहां की डायरेक्ट चटक गई पहली बार ली थी जान तेरी गांठी फट गई मैं बन चुका है वान है पताल में जल्दी कहां से आ रहा है पैसा वहां से आने दे आगे पीछे कोई नहीं मेरे नॉमिनी का नाम नहीं है वो कुछ मुझसे आती नहीं शर्म मैं कहता आती है पर पैसा भी है आता तो शर्म निकलती जाती है क्या
सवाल चाहिए पैसे तभी लौंडे हैं बवाल आए नोट की भी करते हैं कमाल तभी लेके घूमे साथ में सामान और एक जीप में ब्रेक जो भी बीच में पेट की भरू से या भूसी भरू मैं तेरे सेट की भी पीछे पिसी यार और आगे देखे मुझे तेज मनी कुछ तो को पता चलेगा मेरी या मेट मनी भरी मेरी
भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी सुने जाऊं खुद की मिलेगी खुशी लूंगा जब गुच्ची जरा भाई भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी सुने जाऊं खुद की मिलेगी खुशी लूंगा जब गुच्ची जरा भाई भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी सुने जाऊं खुद की मिलेगी खुशी लूंगा जब गुच्ची जरा भाई भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी सुने जाऊं खुद की मिलेगी खुशी लूंगा जब गुच्ची जरा भाई भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी 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 भर जाऊं भुस्सी भुस्सी भर जाऊं मैं भुस्सी भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी भुस्सी भर जाऊं मैं भुस्सी भुस्सी भर जाऊं भुस्सी 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 भर भुस्सी
pause. Oh my god. Oh my god. Every time you listen to this, it just okay. Now it's making sense. It's making sense. So how we love this song, you've seen the reaction. I'll probably link it somewhere here. With the interlude and obviously now the song, I'm not even going to watch the video, but the visuals are coming back to my mind because if I'm not mistaken, that was also shot by these guys, right? Um, one second, the name is on the tip of my tongue. It was team. Oh, Where? Lost Films, exactly, Lost Films. They shot my Real Talk episode with Karma. Anyway, that aside, so Team Lost Films freaking killed it, and the video ka visuals are now coming back, and now it makes sense. Okay, so this is what he was plotting, and then he went and he started doing all these karname, you know. So, oh. Now I'm seeing the lyrics. I had them open while the song was going on, and I'm like, okay, अब ये सब जो भी है, ये कर दूँगा, वो कर दूँगा, ये हो रहा है और ये फ्लेक्सिंग और वो यू नो thing is all part of the story. It's all making sense now. So yay. So now it makes me wonder, and I'm sure I'm gonna have this reaction with all the other tracks that I've already heard when I listen to them in the story. So it makes me wonder, and I'll say this right at the onset before we move further. Was it a good thing dropping the songs randomly before the release? Because then that confused everyone's experience of the album. I don't know. Was it? This is something to think about, you guys. Chalo, let's move on. Where are we? Okay, the Money Interlude, Rajesh Kava and Rudhar. So this is right after Bhussi. The boys have played very well. I just can't. There's nothing more to say about that song that I haven't already said. So, ठीक है. The Money. 1, 2, 3, play.
चल छोटे, पूरा पैसा उठा ले, ये शहर अब मेरा है।
भाई इतने सारे पैसे एक साथ मैंने अपनी अक्खी लाइफ में नहीं देखे। भाई पिछली बार वो क्लब का मालिक ना मेरे को घुसने नहीं दे रहा था क्लब में।
घुसने नहीं दिया? चल छोटे, आज जाके पूरा क्लब इस खरीदते हैं।
हाँ भाई, अब अपन जीरो नहीं हीरो हैं।
Oh, okay. Right.
Zero after zero, we be fucking up the comma. We making pounds, making euros, making dollars. Selling that cocaine, we got that gasolina. We about to make a killing, we the biggest baller. Zero after zero.
कमाए मैंने पैसे ऐसे नहीं, जी टाउन मैंने बना दिया रैक सिटी। अब लिखाई मेरी बिटी जैसे कैश सिटी, पैसा मेरी भाषा, ओनली स्पीक कैश मेरी। आसपास मेरे घूमते कमीने, मुझे किनारे से गिराने के ढूंढते तरीके। तुम बूम में जब थे गाने जूझते, तभी से जब ये टून है चली तो मेरी गूंज है गली में। देख कभी ना कभी तू बना कमी ना, तभी है तुझ में कमियां भरी है। तूने गलतियां करी है, यहाँ नदियां किनारे किया जली है, इनकी घटिया खड़ी है, यहाँ सदियां पड़ी है। हाँ देखो मैं तो कभी हारा नहीं फाइट पर, होता डोप बॉय अगर होता नहीं माइक पर। खेता जुआ सीधा चिलिंग विद द सेन्योरिटा, नहीं हुआ नहीं था मूव इन द टू अली पर द वाइट गर्ल। मुझे परवाह नहीं क्या बोले कौन क्या, गेम पूरा मौन था जब मैं यहाँ से गॉन था। कृष्णा आया तो खाया है पूरा जॉनरा, इट्स बीन अ लॉन्ग टाइम कमिंग सम लाइक अ पॉर्न स्टार। करते एनबी ये अंदर से जंगल, ये चंबल है चन्ना या संभल के डॉग। कश्मीरी गेट ये रैप हर ट्रैक पे, भसड़ हर प्लेटफॉर्म पे नंबर से डॉग। बुलाओ मुझे कैश फ्लो क्रिश, इट्स 0 पे 0, you know I'm back on this shit। करूं मैं तो stack like a match sadistic, जो मुझे करा डिस होगा मैं सोकिस्टिक। अब चाहिए सबको एक रोली, 2-4 कार इस कारोबार से स्लोली। बने कुछ करोड़ तो भरेगी अब तिजोरी, हर शाम इंस्टाग्राम पे डाले स्टोरी। दिखावा तो बेटा बीमारी है, इंडस्ट्री दोस्त या जाली है। पता ये बात पर रखते ये साथ, टेंशन के तो ये भिखारी है। मैं और मेरे फ्रेंड्स तीनों मूविंग मोर देन 10 किलोस आगे हो रहे सेंटी, जो जाके इनका पेंशिनो। इंटरनेट पे लड़े बॉय जब मिले थे एक्टिंग कॉय जैसे इनका पापो बेंजीरो। रैप वाले सपने देखे मैंने तब से, जब से मैं छोटा सा बालक था। पहनूं मैं के कपड़े जो मुझ पे नहीं जच रहे, पर अब देखे लुई जब पहले था पालिका। हाँ जहाँ दिखा वहाँ गाने में गालियाँ डालेगा। हाँ देखो ये गंदगी फैला रहे, अश्लीलता दिखा रहे, तू ऐसे भी गाने अब गालेगा क्या?
Makes sense now. Pause. Okay, you're gonna hear me saying this a lot in this. It all makes sense now. है ना? Okay, why are there two more songs? There's no more interlude. So the next two songs are also going to be on this full theme of like flexing. Now I have all the money. I'm so. Okay, I mean, naam se hi lag raha hai. Next is Upar hi Upar, Yashraj and Rawal. What? My two favorites together. I didn't know this. And then we have Nazz with Godfather. Okay, so now he's gonna get to Godfather status. Okay, I'm gonna listen to both back to back unless I want to pause. You know the drill. I always change my mind. Okay, let's do it. Upar hi Upar. 1, 2, 3, play.
Brown excellence. It's about time.
It's about time.
जो पहले जीते थे परछाइयों में टिक टिक गए ये खेल और कलाइयों में गहरी सोच जैसे पले बड़े खाइयों में ताकत का मतलब क्या पूछना सिपाहियों से कैसे फैसले वैसे सही से रहते जैसे फिसले देखे तो कई भी नहीं थे मतलब क्यों ढूंढूं रिश्तों में जो खाली मतलब के थे पलकों पे रखा उनको जो कि बस या बलबर के थे मिला लड़का पूछा कि मिला नाम क्यों घड़ी का तेरे दाम क्या सोचा उसे इनाम दूं कहा कि हाथ रखना गंदे और ये नियत साफ जो भी तेरे सपने तू छीन ले या हक से मांग अव्वल खेल के हम नए खिलाड़ी कभी घुटनों पे नहीं आता चाहे गालू कवाली तूने तो मौके भी खा लिए किया छेदी ये थाली में अभी बने तीसरा पहिया मेरी चलती हुई गाड़ी में रहते दौड़ हाथ मेरे ऊपर ही ऊपर है लोगों की बातों से ऊपर है सड़कों पे आफत पर भाई है सलामत जब कामयाबी हासिल तो क्यों डरे हाथ मेरे ऊपर ही ऊपर है लोगों की बातों से ऊपर है सड़कों पे आफत पर भाई है सलामत जब कामयाबी हासिल तो क्यों डरे
कीचड़ का कमल सारे जगा दो जो भी सो लेते हम पे उन्हें जगा दो ठंडे पानी का छिट्टा में मारो दूध पे मुझे जीत की बीमारी ये देना चाहते हैं दवा क्यों A1 टीम बुलेट प्रूफ मेरा स्क्वाड सबकी हसीन हमारा कोई नहीं इलाज जो चलते हैं हमसे वो खुद बने राख खुला दिल करे बात हम नहीं बनते चला सारे दरवाजे थे बंद मुझे याद है वो दिन अब टूटते वो ताले जैसे खुदा सिम सिम हम नहीं करते डील जब तक होना विन विन अब जी रहा लाइफ जैसे हो कोई फिल्म जीत हर दिन पूरी रात चले जश्न तराजू पे तोल मेरी बात में है वजन हमें किसी का न डर बेटे बात को तो समझ ले हम खेलेंगे ये खेल जब तक लेटे नहीं है कफन में हाथ मेरे ऊपर ही ऊपर है लोगों की बातों से ऊपर है सड़कों पे आफत पर भाई है सलामत जब कामयाबी हासिल तो क्यों डरे हाथ मेरे ऊपर ही ऊपर है लोगों की बातों से ऊपर है सड़कों पे आफत पर भाई है सलामत जब कामयाबी हासिल तो क्यों डरे Run it back. कुछ चीजें बोलनी थी तो थक गए बन के बेचारे तुमने छोड़े नहीं चारे और नया वक्त नई सोच लाया नया दौर चैनल करूँ in a hove man I'm so bold किस्मत ने जो पत्ते फेंके जीते सब we never fall back against the wall wrecking ball वो दीवारों पे जलना तेरा काम तू जलाना छोड़ सितारों पे शायद जीत ऐसी की ना छपेगा अखबारों में पर छाप लेंगे दिल में ऐसी जगह की ना हारोगे अब देते toast wine and dine refined diamonds verse and versatility violence and violence चलाना पूरा game और ना चाहिए हमें लाइसेंस ये लड़के करते बातें पर काफी हमारा साइलेंस
Oof, oof, oof. Shit. Pause. Oh, so good. It was so good. It was painful. Oh. The good kind of pain, you know? Oh my God. So good. Listen, I will never tire of saying this. Yashraj is one of my favorites in the scenes. He's got a knack for storytelling like very, very, very few. And just the power he packs in with his voice and delivery. Oof. I don't think there's like... And Rawal, oh my God. He honestly, he came in and he really surprised me on that. And I remember this because we met for the first time at this event, at the album launch. I was so happy to finally see him. And he came back after performing. He was so ill. First of all, I saw him on stage. I think I mentioned this. His energy is just unparalleled on stage. I don't know how, but I couldn't. He was just, oh my God. Like I was literally like in shock looking at it. I was like, that happened. I mean, if you have a verse like this to deliver, then of course you got to bring the energy. Freaking hell, man. freaking hell. First of all, the two of them together sounded so good, and the way he carried the story forward, and then the way Yashraj came in and just changed the entire like flow there and did this whole sort of like, you know, a slowed down thing to end this song. Oh, it was like that final thappa, you know, that you put on like the statement that you've just made about being Upar hi Upar. Oh, I just can't. There's so many things about this track. And Kashmir. By the way, I noticed this, can I just say it? He's like, he says Kashmir, so we've been saying Kashmir because that's how he's been it. But then recently I saw he posted something on Instagram and he said Kashmir. So now I'm like, okay, so we're sticking with Kashmir. I'm just gonna say Kashmir. Fine. That being said, his what can I add to what I've already said? I'll just repeat what I've said in other individual reactions to this album ke gaane, that he has changed the scene forever now, I feel. Because just look at the freaking production, just look at the sounds and the way they're elevating every word and every line of every verse. It's boggling my mind. And I think Shruti and I said this. What was the last song we reacted to together? I think it was the Talha Anjum PropheC one, na? अब इससे नीचे तो मतलब हम audiences को accept ही नहीं होगा. Everything has to be at this there. The bar has been raised too high. Just look at how it was just, I think you could see it in my face where the music was just getting so much. I was actually losing the voice and the lines. I was paying attention to the music so much. I have to listen to the song at least 3-4 times to really just like get into it. And by the way, I love it so much. I'm going to read the lyrics because I just want to go over them. I don't have enough words to praise Yashraj and Rawal and Kashmir. And just okay, let's just जो पहले जीते थे परछाइयों में टिक टिक गए ये खेल और कलाइयों में. Gary, it's just the energy and the delivery and the punch they packed. Every element. Just okay, sorry. I feel like I'm not saying enough, but I don't have the words, you know? It's very difficult. Okay. जो पहले जीते थे परछाइयों में टिक टिक गए ये खेल और कलाइयों में. टिक टिक. गहरी सोच जैसे पले बड़े खाइयों में. ओहो, ताकत का मतलब क्या पूछना सिपाहियों से. Broski, right here you have won my heart. The writing is so good. Oh, हर एक लाइन. कैसे फैसले वैसे सही से रहते जैसे फिसले देखे तो कहीं भी नहीं थे. कैसे कैसे फैसले वैसे सही से रहते जैसे फिसले देखे तो कहीं भी नहीं थे. मतलब क्यों ढूंढूं रिश्तों में जो खाली मतलब के थे. मतलब क्यों ढूंढूं रिश्तों में जो खाली मतलब के थे. This line also. पलकों पे रखा उनको जो क्यों बस यहाँ पल भर के थे. पलकों पे रखा उनको जो क्यों पलकों पे रखा उनको जो क्यों बस यहाँ पल भर के थे. मिला लड़का पूछा कि मिला नाम क्यों. घड़ी का तेरा दाम क्या सोचा उसे इनाम दूं. कहा कि हाथ रखना गंदे और ये नियत साफ. जो भी तेरे सपने तू छीन ले या हक से मांग. अव्वल खेल के हम नए हैं खिलाड़ी. कभी घुटनों पे नहीं आता चाहे गाधू कवाली. ओहो. नाइस. तूने तो मौके भी खा लिए. किया छेद ये थाली में. अब बने तीसरा पहिया मेरी चलती हुई गाड़ी में. ओह रहते दौड़. दिस कोरस. हाथ मेरे ऊपर ही ऊपर है लोगों की बातों से ऊपर है सड़कों पे आफत पर भाई है सलामत जब कामयाबी हासिल तो क्यों डरे. हाथ मेरे ऊपर ही ऊपर है. ओहो जस्ट टू गुड. ओके रावल. अरे कीचड़ का कमल सारे जगा दो फू. जो भी सो रहे थे हम पे उन्हें जगा दो फू. ठंडे पानी का छींटा बे मारो पे फैक्स. मुझे जीत की बीमारी ये देना चाहते हैं दवा क्यों. What a line यार. I like it. Day 1 टीम बुलेट प्रूफ मेरा स्क्वाड सब किया सीन हमारा कोई नहीं इलाज. जो चलते हैं हमसे वो खुद बने राख. खुला दिल करे बात हम नहीं बनते चलाक. सारे दरवाजे थे बंद मुझे याद है वो दिन फैक्स. अब टूटते वो ताले जैसे खुल जा सिम्स. दिस पार्ट आई लव्ड. खुल जा सिम सिम हम नहीं करते डील जब तक हो ना विन विन या. अब जी रहा लाइफ जैसे हो कोई फिल्म. जीत हर दिन पूरी रात चले जश्न तराजू में तोल मेरी बात में है वजन. हमें किसी का ना डर बेटे बात को तू समझ ले या हम खेलेंगे ये खेल जब तक लेते नहीं कफन में. जब तक लेटे नहीं है कफन में. ओह damn bro. And then the bridge run it back. कुछ चीजें बोलनी थी तो या. And then हाँ थक गए बन के बेचारे तूने छोड़े नहीं है चारे. और नया वक्त नई सोच लाया नया दौर. चैनल करूँ इनर हॉव, मैन आई एम सो अपॉल्ड, किस्मत ने जो पत्ते फेंके जीते सब, वी नेवर फोल्ड, बैक अगेंस्ट द वॉल, रैकिंग बॉल वो दीवारों पे, चलना तेरा काम, तू जलाना छोड़ सितारों पे, शायद जीत ऐसी की ना छपेगा अखबारों में। ओह! पर छाप लेंगे दिल में ऐसी जगह कि ना हारोगे, अब देते टोस्ट वाइन एंड डाइन रिफाइंड डायमंड्स, वर्स इन वर्सेटैलिटी, वायलेंस एंड वायलेंस। चलाना पूरा गेम और ना चाहिए हमें लाइसेंस, ये लड़के करते बातें पर काफ़ी हमारा साइलेंस। ये बहुत ही कोटेबल लास्ट लाइन है। आई एम जस्ट सेइंग ये लड़के करते बातें पर काफ़ी हमारा साइलेंस, ये इंस्टाग्राम कैप्शन है। Just gonna use it. I'll just say, actually, you know what? There are so many lines that we use as Instagram captions. The boys have played very well. I loved it. Oh my God, my ears are just. Kashmir, thank you. Okay, let's go forward. Now there's a third song before the next interlude. I'm guessing same lines, right? Flexing and talking about how we've arrived. Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
हाथों पे धागे लाए फेंकी मेरे चलने तक, हाथों पे धागे लाए फेंकी मेरे चलने तक। Hey, down for the shit जैसे रिक्शे का मीटर में लौंडे कर एक शूट पर ना बनाते हैं पिक्चर। ये मुझे शट इंटरेस्ट नहीं है चिकन में, बीफ चाहिए लौंडों को तो आओ मेरे किचन में, चाहिए जितना उतना मुझको हिट कर ले, करम करूँ बस लेता फल का नहीं टेंशन में, हो गया मैटर तो करते नहीं सेटलमेंट, कमरा कवास 305 वाले शेटर में, उसेन बोल्ट लौंडे बिना भागे बहुत तेज, हाथों की लकीरें देख ठंडा गिरा 34, पैसे के कमी के वजह से करी थी चोरी, जेब में इतने रोकड़े के पैंट जाती लो वेस्ट, पूरे शहर में आज भाव की डिमांड, लौंडे फैमिली मैन है तेरा भाव श्रीकांत, इन सारे टाइगर्स का फादर मैं, सीन का मैं जैकी श्रॉफ एंड जमाऊ शिजिकान, गैंग पूरी खाता है कम लौंडे गॉडफादर, या कौन नाम से यारी करेगा, कभी हुआ मैटर तो मैं मेरा गैंगस्टर है, छेक की छेक खाली करेगा, असल करी प्रॉपर है तभी खड़ा यहाँ पर, मैं भाई सब पे भारी पड़ेगा, गैंग पूरी खाता है कम लौंडे गॉडफादर, या कौन नाम से यारी करेगा, ठाक का मैं पानी आया पी के, बॉल करे बिना लौंडे गिरा देते विकेट, शॉर्टी बोली मुझे डेट पे चल पर हम गैंगस्टर्स है भाई, हम सिर्फ जाते तारीख पे, कम था जो भी कैश बहुत बेचा मैंने, सोना गाड़ी लैपटॉप कोई सा भी गेमों में करता नहीं बैक ऑफ, खेलता मैं 360 ना कि एक्सबॉक्स, हक से मैं छोड़ता झक से मशहूर हूँ, पूरे थे जो दिन उन्हें कैसे मैं भूलूं, होमीज मेरे घायल हुए स्ट्रीट पे कितने, ब्लड ऑन द फ्लोर मैंने देख के बोला सू, प्यार दिया नहीं डैड कभी, मुझे रैप मिला तभी हुआ मैं कंप्लीट, मत कर इधर ब्लड या क्रीप, नहीं तो निकालूंगा मैं सीधा बैट का क्रीप, गैंग पूरी खाता है कम लौंडे गॉडफादर, या कौन नाम से यारी करेगा, कभी हुआ मैटर तो मैं मेरा गैंगस्टर है, छेक की छेक खाली करेगा, असल करी प्रॉपर है तभी खड़ा यहाँ पर, मैं भाई सब पे भारी पड़ेगा, गैंग पूरी खाता है कम लौंडे गॉडफादर, या कौन नाम से यारी करेगा, गैंग पूरी खाता है मेरा गैंगस्टर है, ये असल करी प्रॉपर है।
Listen, damn. Okay, it took me a bit to get into it because you all know this is not really my lingo and zone. But damn, he killed it. He killed it. I have to just say that I deeply admire Kashmir's use of it started with these vocals, right? I have to go back and tell you exactly what I mean because there was a yeah. You know, the na 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 na, that bit that it started with, I was like, he's using this throughout the album so well, like different vocals, either in the underlay, even in the one of the previous tracks, there was a female vocal that was coming up in the background. And normally that bugs me. And you all know this. Normally that kind of isn't easy as a listener because then I get distracted, like which vocal do I focus on, especially if it's coming under a rapper's voice. But the way he does it, and the way he's kind of sprinkling it throughout the album in different tracks and not always under vocals but also like in this case to start the song, so good, it instantly pulls you in. I think that's an element that probably doesn't get used enough, like vocal samples and vocals as an underlay somewhere or as a bit of a special effect somewhere. I think he's doing a good in here. I love it. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. And then, yeah, listen, I have, like I normally don't connect with like this like Bombay Hindi and the slang there, but this was super cool. Enjoyed it. So first of all, his flow was really good. I'm not very like I've not heard Nazz before, so I'm not used to his voice. Actually, I've heard a couple of tracks, but offline. But yeah, not very often, so I'm not used to. So it took me a bit. But yeah, I liked, man. There was this one line I have to look at it. किधर था? हुसैन बोल्ट लौंडे बिना भागे बहुत तेज. Loved it. कमरा कवा 305 वाले क्षेत्र. This क्षेत्र में the way he pronounced that was so cool. हाथों की लकीरें देख ठंडा गिरा ज्योतिष. First time my name is coming in a track, I'm just saying. पैसे की कमी के वजह से करी थी चोरी. Wait, where was that line? लौंडे फैमिली मैन है तेरा भाव श्रीकांत. इन सारे टाइगर्स का फादर मैं. सीन का मैं जैकी श्रॉफ. Very nice. इंचा मौसी. You know that line. And then the hook, the chorus was so good. Fully vibey. गैंग पूरी घातक हम लौंडे गॉडफादर. यहाँ कौन हमसे आड़ी करेगा. कौन कभी हुआ मैटर तो होमी मेरा गैंगस्टर है. छा ही छा खाली कर. छह खाली करेगा. हो. Where was that line? हाँ, शौरी बोली मुझे डेट पे चल पर हम गैंगस्टर्स हैं भाई हम सिर्फ जाते तारीख पे. So, what? I like it. खेलता मैं 3 ना की एक्सबॉक्स. हक से मैं छोड़ता हक से मैं. हाँ, what does this mean? Homies मेरे घायल हुए स्ट्रीट पे कितने. ब्लड ऑन द फ्लोर. मैं देख के बोला सुवू. What is सुवू? What is it? Listen, the way he said this last line ना मत कर इधर ब्लड या क्रिप नहीं तो निकालूंगा मैं सीधा बैट का ग्रिप. I got scared. Very nice. I really like this track. Oh my god. Listen, I think what's happening is I'm gonna take a break after this track, but what's happening is the way he's done the production, the beats, the everything, the soundscape that he's given them to play on is so freaking top notch that I think it has just forced everyone to bring their A game to the table. I mean, maybe I'm just saying something that's obvious, but god damn, the production is just, it's so good it hurts. It's so good it hurts. Okay, on that note, before I move to the next interlude, which is called Bhasadh, I'm going to take a break. I need it. I think I'm 1/3 of the way through it. Kinda, sorta. When I come back, we'll go from Bhasadh to, I mean, why am I even telling you this? This is all going to be in one flow for you. I will, cover the next session, whatever. Okay, break time. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I have changed. It just suddenly became too cold in my room. So it is what it is. Let's move on. Also, can I just say that during my break, I had a slice of pizza from last night's pizza, leftover pizza, and can we all agree that pizza tastes better the next day? So good. Actually, I think it's a universally known fact. Why does it taste better the next day is my question. If anyone knows the answer, please comment. Chalo, let's move on. Bhasadh Interlude. Rajesh, Kava, Rudhar, and Sumanto Ray. ठीक है. 1, 2, 3, play.
भाई बाहर कोई आदमी आया है बोलता है कि राजा भाई का खास है और वो सिर्फ तुमसे ही मिलेगा.
भेजो उसको अंदर.
ए लाला भेज उसको अंदर.
राजा भाई बात करना चाहते तेरे से. हेलो राजा भाई, ये लो बात करो.
राजा भाई कैसे दिन आ गए. अब राजा भाई अपने पंटरों को भेजने लगा है.
गलत एरिया में धंधा किया तो, और ये तो खाली वार्निंग है. जो बिल्डर से सेफ्टी का पैसा लिया ना तू, वो मेरा आदमी है.
अरे राजा, तेरा सिर्फ नाम राजा है रे, मगर मैं तो पूरे शहर का राजा है. और तेरा ये बिल्डर ने गरीबों का जमीन हड़प के जो बिल्डिंग बनाया ना, तो पैसा तो देना ही पड़ेगा ना राजा.
ये सौदा तुझे बहुत महंगा पड़ने वाला है.
What you gonna do when we come for you? Better get to running cause I brought my crew. Oh no, don't make no sound. Blah, 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 and they all fall down.
निकली यारों की टोली हाँ खेले रांटी तो कोनी दू करे स्लिप तो धोनी में कॉम्प्लेक्स नेपोलियन बड़े चेक्स नहीं पोडियम कर ले फ्लेक्स पर नियम के आऊं सामने तो सर झुका सलामी ठोक ये इज्जत नाम की नहीं काम की जाने मन सभी जान के शाने बने तो जान में दे दूं बस रहूं दोस्तों को पास और तुझ जैसों को और भी तौर तरीके ऐसे कर ले सारे भर दे तू जिंदगी में अलग अलग तेरे रोल अकेले धागे टूटते साथ में बने डोर माथा मेरा गरम और ये फ्लो रखूं कोल्ड और ये फ्लो रखूं
What you gonna do when we come for you? Better get to running 'cause I brought my crew. Oh no, don't make no sound. Blah blah blah, and they all fall down. Oh, when we come for you, better get to running 'cause we run them dudes. Oh no, don't make no sound. Blah blah blah, and they all fall
ਉਹ ਵੱਡਾ
down.
ਸਾਡੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਫੈਨੀ ਬੈਗ ਕਾਲੇ ਅਸਲੇ ਤੇ ਕਾਲੀ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਫੈਨ ਕਰੋ ਜੱਟ ਲਾਂਗੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਜੇ ਨਾ ਫੋਨ ਕਾਲ ਚੱਕੇ ਐ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਫੀਆ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਗੈਂਗ ਰੱਖੇ ਉੱਠੇ ਕਾਰੇ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਜੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਓ ਪੂਰੇ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਨਰਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਓ ਨਿਗਾ ਲੇਜ਼ਰ ਤੇ ਬਾਜ ਵਾਂਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਦਾ ਅੱਪ ਮੁੱਛ ਕੁੰਡੀ ਲੱਗੇ ਫੇਸ ਕੱਟ ਤੋਂ ਰੂਡੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਬੇਖੌਫ ਘੁੰਮਦੇ ਆ ਹੁੱਡ ਚ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਯਾਰ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜੁੜੇ ਕਰੇ ਸਵਿਚ ਤੇਰੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੂੰ ਖਾਸ ਬੋਲੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਾਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਗੈਂਗ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਕੱਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਓ ਤੂੰ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਚੱਕਰਾਂ ਚ ਪਿਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਵਜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਮਾਮੂਲੀ ਜੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਬੰਦੇ ਆ ਓਏ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਮਰ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਕੀ ਫਿਰ ਤੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਬਾਜੀ ਉੱਠਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ
What
ਕੋਈ
you gonna do when we come for you? Better get to running 'cause I brought my crew. Oh no, don't make no sound. Blah blah blah, and they all fall down. Oh, when we come for you, better get to running 'cause we run them dudes. Oh no, don't make no sound. Blah blah blah, and they all fall down.
ਓਏ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣੀ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੂੰ ਓ ਐਂਟੀ ਬਣੇ ਫਿਰ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਯਾਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦੁਸ਼ਵਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਆਪਣਿਆਂ ਦਾ
अब तो खो दिया यार मैंने गोलियों की गूंज पे तो घूम रहा पूछने ये किसका है गुनाह
ਓ ਵੈਰੀ ਬਦੀ ਹੀ ਜਾਣੇ ਨਾਮ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚੜੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਉੱਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਖੌਫਨਾਕ ਮੰਜ਼ਰ ਬਣੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ
क्यों है जीना अब खौफ में हाँ जीना वो दोस्तों अब
ਮੁੱਕਰਦੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੰਗੇ ਲਈ ਬੰਦੇ ਰੈਡੀ ਠੋਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਮੌਤ ਆਉਣੀ ਭੱਜੀ ਜਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਭੱਜੇਗਾ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੋਂ ਘੇਰਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਨੀ ਨਾਮੋ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ रूवी तेरी जानी
आंखों के आंसू बने हीरे जो बचाना मेरा वीर सामने जो भी हम चीर दे आंखों पे तेरे कीले दे हालाते तो वकील है जा भागना है भाग साला ढूंढ लेंगे भीड़ में और गाड़ देंगे बीच में
When we come for you, better get to running 'cause I brought my crew. Oh no, don't make no sound. Blah blah blah, and they all fall down. Oh, when we come for you, better get to running 'cause we run them dudes. Oh no, don't make no sound. Blah blah blah, and they all fall down.
Joder. Ayya. Listen, ye kya tha? Ye kya tha? Shit. What was this track? It's blowing my mind. Just blew my mind. I didn't know what was coming next. It just kept surprising me at every turn. Okay, first of all, can we give it up for Rajakumari? Can we just give it up for that voice? What? She held this track together, and I mean, yeah, the hook had like the same lines from her repeated, but every single time that she was on the mic and every single time that hook came and repeated, it just, you know, oh my God, the power in her vocals. And but they all fall down. I loved it. I loved it. And now, can we just talk about no, I can't stop raving about her voice. One second, it deserves some more words. I'm just saying that I think I also need to then give props to Kashmir and how he's kind of figured who to place where, because that in itself is such a big part of it, right? Who to mix together, who to put on a track together, who's gonna do justice to this thing. And maybe having her come in, maybe she was supposed to be on, like, there were, I don't know, like, I'm trying to understand the making process, right? Maybe there were different tracks played to each artist who came in for the collab, and then maybe she picked this track, or maybe she picked this beat and said, okay, I'm gonna write this
this hook on this, and or maybe he gave her this track and said the track is already done, we need you to come in and fill in the gaps with your voice and your hook. I don't know, however it was done, props to Kashmir for placing the right people in the right places. Oh my god, so good, so good. I'm going to talk about Yashraj and Riar Saab in a second, but she has just elevated this track. That hook has just, for me, it was a hook in this track and her voice. Now, coming to, the stories continuing. First of all, how is Kashmir doing this? Just look at the way it started. Just look at the way it started. That beat only was saying. I can't. Sorry, my brain was like exploding right there. He's so good, yeah. So freaking good. And then there was this like kind of, I don't know, what was it, a thing he made himself? Was it a whistle sample? What was it? Throughout this track, that thing kept playing. That thing that's happening, is it a whistle? I could be wrong. I'll be completely off about this. I don't know. But that was so good. That thing that kept happening in the background. These things have kept the sort of sonic space of the album fused together, these kind of elements, because they are all giving you that movie cinema hall wala feel, right? It's all sounding very nicely stitched together, yet so different track after track. It's just magical how he's done it. So that now Yashraj and Riar Saab. I'm so irritated that the lyrics are not there. They're not there on Genius. And while the song was on, I was focusing on the lyrics, but I was also trying to search if there were other websites with the lyrics on them, but they were not, because I really, really wanted to go over Riar Saab's verse. Yashraj's verse, like most of it, I understood, right? But Riar Saab's thing was lines meko, like I want to read them and go over them. So, but he can nahi hai, so we have to make do. I actually looked on several sites, but they're not there. So yeah, beautiful. Again, I'm just gonna say Yashraj storytelling. Riar Saab has surprised me because, quite honestly, I've heard like his last EP that he dropped, and of course I've heard Obsessed. Who hasn't? If you haven't heard Obsessed, you've been living under a rock, but that's another story. So I've not really like seen him in this avatar, because even his last EP was Romantic Zone. Damn. Oh damn. He's freaking smashed it. And I love the way the third verse was done. I don't know whose idea that was, and I don't know how much time they spent together to sit and put that together. Maybe they didn't, and it was just Kashmir who suggested that mix of Hindi, Punjabi, Hindi, Punjabi, Hindi. Like, you don't normally see that. Right? I mean, you of course you see Seedhe Maut where Karam and Encore keep like doing one line, two line after each other. But I've never seen two separate artists who are not a duo do that, and in two different languages. So that was freaking awesome. So well done. So yeah, since the lyrics are not there, I'm going to move on. But goddamn, son, this is just getting better and better. So now the whole like the two gangs colliding bit is happening, right? Till before we hit the next interlude, which is the girl. So I'm guessing the romance is gonna come in after this. But All Fall Down or abhi next hai Big, Harjas and Puna, and then La Vida with Dabzi and Vedan. So I'm gonna listen to those tracks back to back because I think the same theme is gonna continue of like gang wars and me versus you. Let me just quickly see. Iska lyrics hai. So I'm gonna read the lyrics while the song is on, and I'll let it flow into La Vida as well. Okay, let's just begin. B.I.G. 1, 2, 3, play. Cuban vibes.
आजकल उनका भी खुल रहा है मुंह जिनको बोलना सिखाया हमने कभी किसी का बुरा नहीं करा पर बुरों को सताया हमने काफी बड़ा हो गया हूं मैं कोई परवाह नहीं मारी कली देखी तेरी नारी मेरी अड़गी करारी इन्हें लगता मैं मुंह मेरी गलती है सारी जिंदगी ने तेरी मारी तेरे करम हुए बारी काफी बड़ा हो गया हूं मैं कोई परवाह नहीं मारी कली देखी तेरी नारी मेरी अड़गी करारी इन्हें लगता मैं मुंह मेरी गलती है सारी जिंदगी ने तेरी मारी तेरे करम हुए बारी भेजा
गर्म हुआ तो फिर पेजों को मैं भरूं जलते हैं साले बड़े स्टेजों पे मैं चढ़ूं ना भेजूं लड़के बिना भोले भस्म करूं इंसान हो या जानवर मैं भोले पसंद करूं मैं चिल करता दिखूं इन्हें बड़े से मकान में बनना तनी में 92 है गुदम मेरी जान में छेड़ता मैं रहता इन बालकों को जान के ऊपर वालों से होती है बातें आसमान में तो मुंह में क्यों लगूं क्यों करूं इन्हें अमर स्कॉर्पियो ये लड़के और भाई तेरा हमर जोर से तू कश्मार कस ले तू कमर कश्मीर मेरे साथ इंटरनेशनल पकड़ ये बड़ा हो गया हूं मैं कोई परवानी मारी कली देखी तेरी नारी मेरी अड़गी करारी इन्हें लगता मैं मुंह मेरी गलती है सारी जिंदगी ने तेरी मारी तेरे कर्म हुए बारी काफी बड़ा हो गया हूं मैं कोई परवानी मारी कली देखी तेरी नारी मेरी अड़गी करारी इन्हें लगता मैं मुंह मेरी गलती है सारी जिंदगी ने तेरी मारी तेरे कर्म हुए बारी स्टार हूं मैं तेरे लिए तारे न लाऊं मेरी चांद तक क्या पहुंच तू मैं कैसे बताऊं इन्हें पता मेरा काम फिर मैं क्यों ही जताऊं गैंग गैंग छोड़ी खुद से ही मिलने लगाऊं सारे यार दगाबाज रखा राज मैंने पास मैं भूल गया पास लिखूं आज इतिहास ढूंढता हूं मोक्ष मुझे मिल जाए काश बना सबका गुरु क्योंकि गुरु का मैं दास मेरे पैर मत छू मुझे गले से लगा तेरी हाइप उड़ जाएगी जब चलेगी हवा हूं मैं कौन शायद तुझे नहीं पता सोने चांदी की नीचे नहीं पर है कीमती गल्ला काफी बड़ा हो गया हूं मैं कोई परवानी मारी कली देखी तेरी नारी मेरी अड़गी करारी इन्हें लगता मैं मुंह मेरी गलती है सारी जिंदगी ने तेरी मारी तेरे कर्म हुए बारी काफी बड़ा हो गया हूं मैं कोई परवानी मारी कली देखी तेरी नारी मेरी अड़गी करारी इन्हें लगता मैं मुंह मेरी गलती है सारी जिंदगी ने तेरी मारी तेरे कर्म हुए बारी काफी बड़ा हो गया हूं मैं कोई परवानी मारी कली देखी तेरी नारी मेरी अड़गी करारी इन्हें लगता मैं मुंह मेरी गलती है सारी जिंदगी ने तेरी मारी तेरे कर्म हुए बारी
Oh, very nice. We're going to La Vida.
La Vista Esperanza La Vida Shabba dabba jampo lampo Shampagini manat rampo rampo Kapikidangand vanko vanko Tirumana sarangoru gangu gangu Vetti kutti yoru panto panto Galli pani nurugiya bangu bangu Kudichedta varagamanam Pandu machi mecha mecha danu varam Kadalila gana ratalam Malayila gana vaitalam Shirimurayana didukalam Kurivananya dupalakalam Ula, ula, la, 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 la. Ula, ula, la, 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 la. Ula, ula, la, mundandu, mandandu, poyenda. Ula, ula, la, mundandu, mandanda.
പച്ചർച്ചയിലെ മണ്ണ് വെട്ടാ തുന്നി കൂട്ടാൻ പറ്റൂല കൊച്ചിക്കായൽ ചേറ്റിയ നിന്നെ തപ്പിയ പോലും കിട്ടൂല മഷിട്ട് നോക്കിയാ പോലും കീർക്കമാർക്ക് കിട്ടൂല മുതല നിന്ന കുളത്തെ നിനക്ക് പരല് പിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റൂല പച്ചർച്ചയിലെ മണ്ണ് വെട്ടാ തുന്നി കൂട്ടാൻ പറ്റൂല കൊച്ചിക്കായൽ ചേറ്റിയ നിന്നെ തപ്പിയ പോലും കിട്ടൂല മഷിട്ട് നോക്കിയാ പോലും കീർക്കമാർക്ക് കിട്ടൂല മുതല നിന്ന കുളത്തെ നിനക്ക് പരല് പിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റൂല മച്ചാനെ മറക്കല്ലേ മനുഷ്യ മരിച്ച മണ്ണല്ലേ മനസ്സ് മുഴുവൻ പുണ്ണല്ലേ ഞാൻ കരുണമയനല്ലേ വരുന്ന മരണം വരമല്ലേ പലരും ഇരുമ്പ് കരമല്ലേ പുയല് തൊടാൻ മരമല്ലേ പോരിൻ ഗുണമല്ലേ ഇടിച്ച പുളിയും കൊമ്പ് നോക്കി പിടിട അടിച്ച കാട്ടുപുലി പോലെ അടിട നിനച്ച നീ നിനച്ചത മുടിട ഒരിക്കലും മുന്നേ പിഴക്കാത്ത ഗടിട
പോയി കിടക്ക് എന്റെ തല
Okay, pause. Now I feel like I couldn't obviously understand the song. I was looking at the other translation, but there isn't. So I am from just the vibe of the song and just the few Spanish words that I did understand. It just feels like they're partying, and even the visual, he's like sitting on a beach somewhere and chilling. So we're moving away from the gang fights and we're going to some romantic island type situation. Vacation is happening. I mean, it just sounded like that. La fiesta, esperanza, la vida, just living it up and whatever. So I don't know what the verses were saying. Vibey AF for sure, especially the hook. I was overall a good vibe. I just wish I was thinking then, while the track was on, that I wish that this album visualizer also had the CC, you know. CC में lyrics or unka translation, yeah, something should have been there, but there isn't. I put the CC on, but there's nothing. So ठीक है, let's move on. Now it says the Girl Interlude, but really nice. I think Vedan was at the event. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember Dabzi, but I think they're mass appeal artists, if I'm not mistaken, and they're from the south and really nice vibe. The vocals and everything I liked. Lyrics मेरे को मत पूछो, मेरे को नहीं समझ आया, but very nice. ठीक है, let's get to the Girl Interlude. I'm just wondering, was this song fitted in here for a reason? I think it'll become obvious as we move along in the story, है ना? So ठीक है, let's go. The Girl Interlude, Rajesh Kavar, Udhar, Saima Khan, and Kunal Patil. Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
भाई बाहर देख क्या सुंदर माल है।
अरे ये माल नहीं माँ, भाभी है तेरी, और भाभी माँ समान होती है। चल तो रुक, मैं उसको घर छोड़ के आता हूँ। मैडम, आधी रात के टाइम पे आप यहाँ किसका इंतजार कर रही हो? आप बोलो तो मेरा ड्राइवर आपको गाड़ी में घर छोड़ देगा।
नो थैंक यू।
इतनी रात को आप जैसी सुंदर और अच्छे घर की लड़की का टैक्सी लेना ठीक नहीं है। आप बोलो तो आपको हिफाजत से घर पहुंचा देता हूँ।
अच्छा, मैं अपनी हिफाजत ना खुद कर सकती हूँ, समझे?
छोटी
जी भैया।
तू इन गुंडे मवालियों के साथ क्या कर रही है? चल गाड़ी में बैठ।
हाँ।
Oh, the bhai has come. Oh.
मेरे गानों पे हाथ वर्ती, अगर नहीं करा यहाँ पे तो मार पड़ती। तेरी बहन मुझसे प्यार करती, मत मार उसको, उसकी नहीं गलती।
Okay, so in this song, I feel like, I think it was the first drop from the album, wasn't it? Okay, fine. So he's tried to like flirt with this girl, and she has left with her brother, who has clearly told her to stay away from these gunda mawalis. I don't know how like the lyrics of the song really connected. It just sounds like he's flexing and he's like, what is this line? Usko mat maar, uski nahi. What is that? What is that? I don't like. What nonsense. Anyway, moving right along, I want to see where this thing goes because it doesn't sound like a love story or anything to me so far. Nashili Raat Interlude, Rajesh Kawa and Rudhar. ठीक है, चलो 1, 2, 3 play.
भाई आज बहुत दारू हो गया, सब एक साथ चार दिखाई दे रहे हैं मेरे को।
अरे पर मेरे को सिर्फ एक ही दिख रही है रे। पूरा शहर मेरे को गिराना चाह रहा था, लेकिन कोई गिरा नहीं पाया। लेकिन इस लड़की ने मेरे को अपने प्यार में गिरा दिया।
भाई तुमको तो प्यार हो गया भाई। अरे सुनो सबके सब, अपने भाई को प्यार हो गया।
Okay. Y'all know I love this song.
किद्दां गुजारदी ही पल्ले तू मेरे तो बिना, कातों ना वारदी ही हुंदी ना मेरे ते फिदा। सुन ले तू यार दी ही, जे आउंदा तेरे करके तू भी जानदी ही। अज मैं कहणियां गल्लां ना होर मैं सहणियां ना गल कोई लुकी रवे साडे विच ना दूरियां रहणियां। बस हुण मैं दिल ते ला लियां, नहीं ओए भुल्लियां जानियां। सोनिया तेरे बिना ना खड़ियां किसे तो भुल्लियां जानियां। इको राह मेरा या बस तो मेरी जान, हुण सारियां चाहां तेरे नाल, जे नाल ना तू मैं हो जानत पा। हुण ना मैनू कह किद्दां गुजारदी ही पल तू मेरे तो बिना, कातों ना वारदी ही हुंदी ना मेरे ते फिदा। सुन ले तू यार दी ही, जे आउंदा तेरे करके तू भी जानदी ही। जाने मेरे बारे पर फिर भी ना पहचाने, लाउंदा नहीं ओ लारे तेनू किवें मैं दसां।
सुन ले मुटियारे तेरी दीद दे सहारे आसां दे नाले चल देने मेरे साथ तू ही हुण लाने मेरे सुपने सब सजाने मुक जाने रोने जद तू है मेरे नाल जिंदगी दे सोने पल ने जेड़े होने आसां दे नाले चल देने मेरे साथ एक राह मेरा या बस तो मेरी जान हुण सारियां चाहां तेरे नाल जे नाल ना तू मैं हो जानत बा हुण ना मैनू कह किदां गुजारदी पल तू मेरे तो बिना कातों ना वारदी हुंदी ना मेरे ते फिदा सुन ले तू यार दी जे आउंदा तेरे करके तू भी जानदी
फुर्सत के पल हैं कुछ बाकी जहन में खलल हैं कुछ बाकी शराबी तो पीते शराबें नमाजें तो पढ़ते नमाजी मैं अर्श पे लिखता हूँ गाने जमीनों पे मिलती शबाशी गम तो मुझे पहले भी थे जो तुझसे मिले वो इजाफी अब लगे लगा मेड इट तेरी बातों में नहीं वजन बड़ा वेटेड अब डांस फ्लोर पे ग्लास एंड यू फेडेड सुबह उठे तो तू फील करे जेडेड आई याद मेरी तुझे तो फिर याद करी कैसे तुझे याद किया करते थे फासले थे कैसे और अब पास लेके बैठे पूरी दुनिया के मेरे लेकिन आखिरी वो सांस तेरे साथ ही हम लेंगे
पल तू मेरे तो बिना कातों ना वारदी हुंदी ना मेरे ते फिदा सुन ले तू यार दी जे आउंदा तेरे करके तू भी जानदी किदां गुजारदी पल तू मेरे तो बिना कातों ना वारदी हुंदी ना मेरे ते फिदा सुन ले तू यार दी जे आउंदा तेरे करके तू भी जानदी
Again, the use of vocals like this, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The sprinkling that Kashmir's done. One thought that came to my mind is, okay, now it sounds like there's a love story that began with the previous track. I didn't feel that. I don't know. It's just maybe it's just the I don't know. It's maybe the language used, but I feel like it's a little bit jarring that the interludes and the language that the boys are talking in, the characters of this story and this movie, is Bombay Hindi, right? They are from Bombay. And so their lingo is that and their language is that. But the songs are not reflecting that. So at this point, and I should probably save this for the end of the album with my final thoughts on it, but I don't want to forget, and I might forget. So I'm just saying it now. Maybe it would have made sense to have these characters be based in a different city, where the language is the language of most of the songs, which is Hindi, like not Bombay Hindi. So I feel like अगर ये दिल्ली में होता character या किसी दूसरे शहर में जहाँ ज़्यादा हिंदी नॉन बॉम्बे वाली बोली जाती है, तो वो ज़्यादा songs के साथ जेल होता, because ज़्यादातर songs उसी language में है, right? Barring this one La Vida and barring probably Nazz's song, which is the only song in the lingo that the characters are speaking in. So I feel like maybe I don't know, whoever came up with the movie plot and story, it could have been based somewhere else. Okay, or maybe I don't know how the story will progress. Maybe the reason for it being based in Bombay will become obvious as I move along. So okay, that's one thought I had right now. And you all know my reaction to Mere Bina. You've seen the video. So chalo, let's move on. The next one's called The Argument Interlude. And it says Rajesh Kawa and Saima Khan. So him and the girl are gonna have an argument. But she doesn't like you, dude. There's nothing. So far, nothing in the story has said that she's in love with him. So is he going to stalk her and be creepy? What is the scene? Let's find out. Chalo, The Argument, 1, 2, 3, play.
बहुत सुंदर जगह है ये। समंदर तो कितना खूबसूरत लगता है यहाँ से।
अब ये तेरी ही जगह है।
मतलब
ये हमारा नया घर शादी के बाद।
इस जगह के लिए अब तूने किसको मार डाला?
ये तेरे को क्या लगता है रे? मैं सबको टपकाते फिरता हूँ?
तो तेरी कौन सी ऐसी चीज है जो तूने अपनी मेहनत से कमाई है? हाँ? मुझे नहीं रहना ऐसे घर में जो किसी का खून बहा कर बना हो। कभी खुश नहीं रह पाएंगे हम यहाँ।
तू शादी तो करेगी ना मेरे से?
शादी? तू शादी करेगा मुझसे? अरे मुझसे ज्यादा प्यार तो तुझे तेरी इस बंदूक से है। ये बंदूक ना मेरी सौतन है और एक दिन ये मेरी भी जान ले लेगी।
ऐ सनम जख्म तू आके कर दे कम तेरे करम कलम बस लिखती नज़म ये कलम मेरे गम दर से दीदार को मुरीद तेरे हम मांगे तेरा दर से तो छोड़े ना कसर मेरी दुआओं का अभी तक कभी हुआ ना असर मौला मौला है तेरे नाम से दिन रात है मौला मौला तू देख आंखों की बरसात बसने लगा मैं तेरी दुनिया के जाल में मौला मौला तू आके इनसे बचा ले तूफान में चराग को जला दे हुआ बर्बाद मेरी बिगड़ी बना दे दुनिया ये लेके जाती रास्ते गुनाहों के तू ही मंजिल मेरा रास्ता सजा दे मेरा अपना मुझे मौला पर आया कर चुका है लगा के दिल दुनिया से बस ये दुखा है दुनिया के सामने गुनाहों को ना पूछ मौला सब जानता है तू तुझसे क्या ही छुपा है तेरी कसम जख्म तू आके भर दे अब मेरे कदम चले बस तेरी ही तरफ अब बढ़ते कदम दर से दीदार को मुरीद तेरे हम मांगे तेरे दर से तो छोड़े ना कसर मेरी दुआओं का अभी तक कभी हुआ ना असर मौला मौला है तेरे नाम से दिन रात है मौला मौला तू देख आंखों की बरसात बसने लगा मैं तेरी दुनिया के जाल में मौला मौला तू आके इनसे बचा ले
God damn, son. That was good. Except I'm just a little confused about the story carrying forward, but ठीक है. Oh my God. What was it? The flute. Oh, I just cannot get sick of saying this. Kshmr with this album has taken production to like he's elevated the entire scene. He's elevated the entire scene and how अब ऐसी sounds और ऐसा like music सुन के as an audience we are just now gonna demand higher things from everyone else in the scene. I'm just saying. I think both Shruti and I agreed on this in the last reaction together. It's just बस अब इससे नीचे बात करना ही मत, now that he's come and done this album and given us these sounds, he spoiled us. He spoiled all of us and I'm loving it. This song is a vibe though. I must say, Munawar, I not heard anything of his before and I'm pleasantly surprised. So इसके lyrics मैं ढूंढ रही थी बहुत जगह नहीं मिले, but ठीक है, let's carry on with the story. The Call Interlude. So now once again, he's already dating this girl. शादी वादी की बात हो रही है and then all this happens. And she has prophesized, I think, her own death. No? I don't know. I'm getting that feeling कि ये मेरी जान लेगी and all will happen. Okay. Rajesh Kawa and Rudhar. So someone is calling him now. Chalo. The Call Interlude. 1, 2, 3, play. Oh, they are already together.
हेलो भाई, माल डिलीवरी हो गया है, बस पैसा लेके लड़के लोग के साथ निकल रहा हूँ।
ए, तू अकेले डील करने गया? अरे मेरे को बताया काहे को नहीं? तेरे को मालूम है ना वो राजा भाई का एरिया है।
अरे भाई, तुम भाभी के साथ थे और खुश लग रहे थे, तो सोचा अभी क्या डिस्टर्ब करने का तुम्हारे को। भाई संभाल लेगा ना?
ये आवाज कैसी है? क्या हो रहा है उधर? ए छोटे
भाई, लगता है डील बोर्ड के जाल बिछाए राजा भाई ने।
छोटे जल्दी भाग वहां से, लड़के लोग को लेके भाग।
हाँ भाई।
छोटे हेलो
भाई, देर हो गई।
छोटे
Oh, now the song makes sense.
खोया साथ लगे खोया सब, पर ये आंखें कभी रोई नहीं, उठाए जोखिम हमने रोजी नहीं, जब दिखाने को रोजी रोटी नहीं, मिली इज्जत मिली ताकत पर
तलाशा मैंने चैन थोड़ा जब ना मिला वो ही कहीं खोजा खुद में भी और खोजा जग खुद की खामियां पर खोजी नहीं ये माया का है मोनी सही ये माया का है मोनी सही खोया प्यार इसमें खोया सब पर ये आंखें कभी रोई नहीं क्या है सही और गलत क्या मुझे नहीं पता है फर्क क्या बस देखा अपनों को सोते भूखे पेट और जानता होता वो दर्द क्या चुकाए जो सर थे कर्जे मेरे जो जीता नहीं मैं वो शर्त क्या इस हार और जीत के बीच में रहता खौफ मेरा आ जाए अंत ना दिखे बस कोरा आगे लगे खुद को ही खो रहा मैं क्या था मैं पहले और क्या बन गया मैं करे ये इज्जत मेरी या करे ये दया मुझको देख के चोटी पे हूँ खड़ा मैं पर जा रही जमी ये पैरों के नीचे से फिसल इस माया के जाल से चाहूं के जाऊं मैं निकल रहती है अपनों के जालों की फिक्र नींदे हराम करूं मैं शांत कैसे सर में चलती आवाजों को होने नहीं देता कभी नम इन आंखों को पर कैसे बदलूं मैं अब इन हालातों को करने हैं पूरे कुछ अधूरे ख्वाबों को कैसे चलाऊं मैं वापस से थमी उन सांसों को खोया साथ लगे खोया सब पर ये आंखें कभी रोई नहीं उठाए जोखिम हमने रोजी नहीं चट्टी खाने को रोजी रोटी नहीं मिली इज्जत मिली ताकत पर तलाशा मैंने चैन थोड़ा जब ना मिला वो ही कहीं खोजा खुद में भी और खोजा जग खुद की खामियां पर खोजी नहीं ये माया का है मोनी सही ये माया का है मोनी सही खोया प्यार इसमें खोया सब पर ये आंखें कभी रोई नहीं मुझे लगता था हूँ मैं शापित फिर पता चला कि मैं खुद ही हूँ श्राप कितने जो खड़े खिलाफ है मेरी संगत खराब था मेरा मत्था खराब जो खींचा तुझे भी इस दलदल में खतरों से भरे इस जंगल में है मेरा कसूर जाने दिया तुझे घर वापस अकेले उस रात ये जान के भी की हो रही गन तेरी जाम और दुश्मन ने कर दिया जंग का ऐलान पर न था जानता मैं होगी मेरी किस्मत इतनी खराब के उसी दिन तेरी जान के आएंगे पीछे वो करते वार भी जो पीछे से गिदड़ ये पंडर गली के थे जब से हुई जिंदगी बेहतर अपनी साले चलते तभी से थे आया भाभी का कॉल तू घर पे आया नहीं लौट के आ पाता जब तक समझ के हुआ क्या है तब तक हो चुकी थी बहुत देर उसने तो दे भी दी माफी पर ना कर पाता मैं खुद ही को माफ टूट गया अंदर से मैं भी जब बातों में मेरे तोड़ी तूने साथ लगे खोया सब पर ये आंखें कभी रोई नहीं उठाए जोखिम हमने रोजी नहीं चट्टी खाने को रोजी रोटी नहीं मिली इज्जत मिली ताकत पर तलाशा मैंने चैन थोड़ा जब ना मिला वो ही कहीं खोजा खुद में भी और खोजा जग खुद की खामियां पर खोजी नहीं ये माया का है मोनी सही ये माया का है मोनी सही खोया प्यार इसमें खोया सब पर ये आंखें कभी रोई नहीं
खोया साथ लगे खोया सब पर ये आंखें कभी रोई नहीं उठाए जोखिम हमने रोजे नहीं जब खाने को रोजी रोटी नहीं मिली इज्जत मिली ताकत पर तलाशा मैंने चैन थोड़ा जब न मिला वो है कहीं खोजा खुद में भी और खोजा जग खुद की खामियां पर खोजी नहीं
This song, I can't. It's first of all perfectly fitting in with the story, and as many times as I have looped it after reacting to it, every time it blows my mind. I just love. And when I had heard before the album release and all of that, I had heard Mere Bina, like I told you guys. I was like, this is gonna be my favorites. This is gonna be my favorites, right? And this after I'd already heard Bhussi and all the other tracks that I already heard. And then came Zero After Zero, and I was loving that as well. And then now, the one that I love with Rajakumari, All Fall Down. I mean, there's so many tracks that are just like Upar even. Love Upar Upar. So I'm just saying that after all those also, I feel like this track, Khoya Sab, is just standing out for me. Not just because Youngie has absolutely killed it. I mean, I just can't with him. He's so good. It's also Lisa's vocals, and it's also the music and the way it's kind of flowing into the story ka mood here. And and making you feel things, you know, like really feel things, if you know what I mean. It's just it's got the right dose of emo plus um hard vibes. It's the right dose. And I think I saw Lisa's post online where she was talking about how she landed on this album and on this track, where it was just about being at the right place at the right time and asking Kashmir in the elevator if she could do like harmonies on some track or something. And then that was just it was just supposed to be her, you know, harmonizing with Youngie on the hook, and then she got that last like 4 lines in her voice at the end as well. So yeah, taking from that story, I would just like to say that you got to ask for things in life. There's a lesson here for all of us. Ask and you shall receive. You know, if you don't ask, you don't get. In Spanish, they say, "Quien no llora, no mama." The baby that doesn't cry doesn't get the milk. So anyway, good job, Lisa. Well done. We are very happy you're on this track. So that, and now we shall move on. So by the way, from the interlude ka names, and I'm seeing the revenge. So ab revenge holega, will he be successful? Because then it's saying Saanp, which means someone will stab him in the back and he'll die. What will happen? And then legacy is happening, and then the end is happening. So I am confused now. Is he going to die or is he going to be alive? This is the suspense in the story. Okay, chalo, let's carry on. The revenge. 1, 2, 3, play. Oh.
चलो रे, अपने अपने सामान तैयार कर लो। अभी के अभी फुल एंड फाइनल करने का टाइम आ गया है। अभी बस मारने का या मरने का प्लान है। तो जिन लोगों को मौत से डर लगता है ना, वो अभी मेरे को बता दो। हाँ, अगर कोई नहीं आएगा तो मैं अकेला जाएगा। अपने भाई की मौत का बदला जरूर लेगा मैं।
अरे ये क्या बोल रहे हो भाई? आपकी जिंदगी तो तेरे साथ गुजारी है ना, अभी साथ नहीं आएंगे तो कब आएंगे? मार चोट के रख देंगे उनकी। हम आपके साथ है भाई, हम तुम्हारे साथ हैं।
और सुन लो, इन मादर चौधों की तरह पीठ पर वार नहीं करने का है। मेरे को सीधा सीने पे गोली मारने का है। सीधा सीने पे।
God damn, son.
Trying to bring a man down, so it's middle fingers up till I'm buried in the ground. Came from the dirt, you can hear it in the sound. Motherfucker do me dirty, then I murk your whole town. Came to collect, the reaper been breathing down my neck. I feel it on my shoulders every time I take a breath. I've been dancing with the devil and I'm matching all his steps. Yeah, we moving to the melodies of power and of death. The price that I paid for success. You gon' learn what I done, what I seen, what I felt. You gon' learn where I'm from. I'ma take you to hell, and if you take one of mine, then it's blood that I spill. So the gang's on the motherfucking warpath. More cash, more pilots. Fuck it, we want all that. Bitch, I'm going all in. All you bitches fall back, and if you got a problem, then I bet that we can solve that.
Oh,
if I'm gonna die tonight, yeah, I'm bringing down the whole world with me. Trying to live my life, but motherfuckers love to be my enemies. If I'm gonna die tonight, yeah, I'm bringing down the whole world with me. I'm just trying to live my life, but motherfuckers love to be my enemies. जियो और जीने दो, पियो और मुझे पीने दो। गोली चलेगी सीने में, वैसे क्या बाकी जीने को। ये बदलेगी आग, आके देख ले आँख में। जलता मेरे काम से तब बनेगा राग पे। आके करूँ बेनकाब तेरे झूठ को। बदल दिया पूरी जिंदगी के ये वजूद को। ना मिलेगा कोई बूंद, वो ढूंढेंगे सबूत को। मैं मुंह पे मुस्कुराहट लेके कहूँगा जाओ ढूंढ लो। तभी तो तू पटक में है पिनक पे, बातें लब पे तेरे वादे तेरे छत से खाली टपके ना है पक्के। लड़ते दम पे मस मलंग में हूँ पलंग पे, सोच सुनंगे आंखें बंद और दिखते रंग। सही जगह पे लड़नी जंग, ना तपस्या मेरी भंग। तू समस्या देख के दंग, मैं रहस्य में मगन। कैसे काटे मेरे पंख, बातें राजा काम में रंग। ना में राजे आंखें तंग, पीटे खाजा बोला मन। जी जमाना है अलग, जी जमाना है। If I'm gonna die tonight, yeah, I'm bringing down the whole world with me. I'm just trying to live my life, but motherfuckers love to be my enemies. If I'm gonna die tonight, I'm bringing down the whole world with me. I'm just trying to live my life, but motherfuckers love to be my enemies.
tonight. I'm bringing down the whole world with me.
God.
I'm just trying to live my life, but motherfuckers love to be my enemy. If I'm gonna die tonight, I'm bringing down the whole world with me. I'm just trying to live my life, but motherfuckers love to be my enemy.
What? Oh. Where's my gun? Oh my God. Can I just say I'm so pumped up right now? I could pick up a gun and just go with them. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, seriously, the blood rush is very, very real right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a movie. It's a movie. What has just happened with this track? And I just said how Khoya Saab was my favorite. And now this one is coming and giving all the tracks a run for their money. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh my God. It sounded so larger than life. I wish I actually like I was looking at the track list. I scrolled back up to look at the screen and it's got that like cars burning and that car in the middle. And I was thinking, yahan pe, where that music picked up at the end and it kind of had that, you know, that foot stomping sort of thing happening. I was like, we will rock you is happening. That vibe. Wahan pe, I was thinking that the visualizer is going to show us like a gang of people walking in like out of the fire or into the fire, or you know that very filmy like scene is going to happen where the whole like you know how the Peaky gang the Peaky Blinders gang is walking and there's a slow-mo and there's like the soundtrack of Peaky Blinders, by the way, just go and listen. Anyway, so I was getting those vibes like the whole gang is walking and they're going to show a visual of that. They didn't, but theek hai. That aside, the movie was playing in my mind because I closed my eyes and I was imagining them walking fully like guns and everything loaded, and I was like, I will also join you all. And this is me, the most non-violent person. Now, can we just talk about HanumanKind and Yash? First of all, the two of them together, they have already blown my mind in That's a Fact. You all should go and watch that reaction of That's a Fact, because I was like, this is one of my favorite tracks of the year. These two together, they should just become a duo. I'm just saying. I don't know how they complement each other so well. And HanumanKind is so freaking good. His writing and his delivery, and it's just like he's so different. He's like this one guy in the scene he's got such a distinct style of his own. Nobody can like sound like him or be like him. He's just so super unique. And then the way Yashraj and him just kind of play off. I can't with this track. And moment needs to be taken for Yashraj. I have been saying this for a while now. For a while. In fact, I was having a discussion offline with Shruti. I don't know when it was. Was it last year or was it earlier this year? I can't remember when it was, but it was after like watching one of his songs. I was like, dude, I think he's creeping into my top 5 slowly, you know? I'm just saying. And then some reason, somewhere I was on Twitter, and you know how DHS Twitter is very एक तो बहुत toxic hai, that aside. There's also opinions that keep coming. And somebody had commented saying, who is Yashraj or something, and I was just like, what, how? Like it was a thread, or it was like a long tweet. Anyway, I'm digressing, I know, but I just need to say that if you are sleeping on Yashraj, that is your loss, because this man is so freaking good. He's such an all-rounder as an artist. And go and listen to any of his projects, go and listen to any of his EPs or singles and everything, collabs, even features. He freaking nails it. And every vibe, every theme, whether it's romantic or whether it's hard or whether it's introspective, whether his discography is bloody strong. And I feel like if there are audiences who are sleeping on him, then it's completely your loss. You should not be sleeping on him. So him featuring on 3 tracks in this album comes as no surprise to me, because he's freaking killed it on every single track. Abhi I heard Upar Upar for the first time, right? And then I had heard this one,
What was, no, I had not. 1 second, kidhar hai? This one and this one, the one with Rajakumari, na? Oh, all fall down. Ha, so I've heard all three for the first time. So Upar Hi Upar I heard Abhi. I heard All Fall Down Abhi, and I'm hearing Enemies. You know what? Oh my god, 3 of the hardest tracks on this album. And his verses are just up there. Up there. Up there. And look at the names on this album. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. He's just proving my point. He's just proving what I've been saying for so long. So freaking good. Anyway, that's why I was so happy to see him in Bombay. And it was right after I had reacted to That's a Fact. So I was actually rushing to the Simba upload that day because I knew him and HanumanKind are performing together and I really wanted to catch them and I couldn't because of traffic, but he's one of the best in the scene. And he's proved that on this freaking project where all the big names of the industry are there. He's in their presence and he is shining bright. I'm just going to say that. So HanumanKind and Yashraj, I mean, okay. Now that I've calmed down, or I can't, I've not calmed down. I cannot calm down. I'm telling you, the blood rush is very real. After listening to this song, I'm just feeling like I need to like go jogging or like hit the gym or something. Okay, Enemies. And it just fit in perfectly with the story and the interlude before it. They've just written verses that are so bang on for the situation and the thing. So I'm just saying, film industry, if y'all need like good writers for your song, oh, 1 second, what am I saying? Yashraj has already done a Bollywood soundtrack now. Abhi to kuch I saw online. So he's already entered the game. And I'm not surprised because just look at the way he can write for any situation. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I think the more artists that the film industry wakes up to, the more rappers and writers, the more we're going to see. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I've been saying it for the last almost I think 2 years now, that in the next 5 years, every film soundtrack is going to have at least a couple of rappers on, if not more than a couple of songs. So anyway, that being said, Yashraj, HanumanKind, Kshmr, what was this? And the production on this, I'm going to cry. I literally, at this point, I need to cry because it's so freaking good. अब मैंने सब नए गाने सुन दिए ना, अब 2 interludes और एक legacy बचा है, रफ्तार का legacy तो I have heard. So अब basically I have heard the album. But ठीक है, let's continue with the story and then I will do my closing thoughts because I am just, my mind is blown. I will take a break and then come back because my mind is blown. I really need to calm down before I can continue. Okay, I'll be back after the break. I'll be black after the break. I'll be back after the break. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm back. And while I've been away, I really needed to rest after that. So while I've been away, it has become dark outside. So now the light is going to suck, but it's all good. We just have 2 interludes and 1 track, and I've already heard the legacy. So I'm just going to enjoy now. Chalo, let's finish the story. So now they have gone to attack the enemies. And now Saab ka interlude is going to play. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, play.
Chalo. Hey.
कश्मीर जिंदा है लेगेसी जिंदा ना बंदा तो कैसी है जेलसी सोशल पे रोना पर आंखों में नमी नहीं अपने ही ऐसे तो बेटर है एनिमी इसको ही कहते हैं डेस्टिनी हाँ जितना लव उतना हेट नो डिबेट दफना दो नफरत मोहब्बत तो सेलिब्रेट मरता है बंदा ना मरती है लेगेसी जिंदा है मेलोडीज जिंदा है लेगेसी जिंदा है बातें तेरी जिंदा है यादें तेरी जिंदा है फोनों में दिलों के कोनों में जिंदा कहानी तेरी दुनिया अब भी दीवानी तेरी कौन मैं आइकॉन जब तक मेरा माइक ऑन कभी ना भूलना मेरी माइक ऑन सुबह उठ के देखो रात आइकॉन सो बाइकॉन्स मेरे भाई गॉन ऑन साइट ऑन लाइव होगी फाइट ऑन भाईजान आपे पे काबू ना मारू तो कापू ना लाइक कन बदला अब आइटॉन कट मरा पाइथन न दमरा गाइटॉन डे कर स्ट्राइक ऑन टाइम फॉर साइकॉन आई डोंट प्ले रही मुंबई तेरा भाई बॉम्बे मेडे इन्हों लागे लाया ए बॉम्बे विद्वान जैसे रावण यहाँ बैठा बाबन बने बेटे ये स्ट्रॉन्ग में जान कबर में पर नाम अमर तेरा आज भी शैतान से ना इंसान का डर खुद से ज्यादा मुझे प्यार का डर दुश्मन से ज्यादा मुझे यार का डर है बान का नाम है मान का डर अपने घर बार का डर जिंदा है लेगेसी जिंदा ना बंदा तो कैसी है जेलसी सोशल पे रोना पर आंखों में नमी नहीं अपने ही ऐसे तो बेटर है एनिमी इसको ही कहते हैं डेस्टिनी हाँ जितना लव उतना हेट नो डिबेट दफना तो नफरत मोहब्बत तो सेलिब्रेट मरता है बंदा ना मरती है लेगेसी जिंदा है मेलोडीज देखे मुझे एक चले देख बिना बोले ना पा मैंने एक देख रेख में रहे मेरे फेक स्नेक एक टेक में छपे बिना ब्रेक टेप एक टेप से बंद करा क्राइम सीन ये ड्रिल देखो आई मीन ये अपना है दौर घोड़े पे पहनू डियोर मुझसे ना पैसों की टोर पे बालक किशोर आंखें दो काम की ओर टायरेंट सौर में टायरानोसौर हम रखते ना प्रिजनर ऑफ वॉर ये दिन में शांत वो दिन कठोर अभी मैं मस्ती में बेबी भी कॉर मी अमोर let it do my access करता ना एक्सेस छोड़ा सारा नेक्सस डबल आर इन डबल आर शीशे करूं नीचे तभी दिखे तेरा लेक्सस यस बिच कार्नेज हुआ रेकलेस एक को टोस्ट ममलेड इन माय ब्रेकफास्ट डिस्को करूं डिस्को ट्रिक चले सारी सेटलेस जिंदा है लेगेसी जिंदा ना बंदा तो कैसी है जेलसी सोशल पे रोना पर आंखों में नमी नहीं अपने ही ऐसे तो बेटर है एनिमी इसको ही कहते हैं डेस्टिनी हां जितना लव उतना हेट नो डिबेट दफना तो नफरत मोहब्बत तो सेलिब्रेट मरता है बंदा ना मरती है लेगेसी जिंदा है मेलोडीज जिंदा है यादें तेरी जिंदा है फोनों में दिलों के कोनों में जिंदा कहानी तेरी दुनिया अब भी दीवानी तेरी जिंदा है लेगेसी जिंदा है लेगेसी जिंदा है लेगेसी
The end mantra.
हालातों और जज्बातों की जंग में संतुलन खोजते हुए आप आखिरकार अंत तक आ पहुंचे रास्तों और लोगों से गुजरे अच्छे और बुरे फैसलों से मुड़कर जब मौत की तरफ बढ़ने लगे तब कुछ साथ नहीं आया आए तो सिर्फ आपके करम
Damn, who wrote those interludes? Can we just take a moment to admire that person? Very nice. Very nice. Who has written the interludes? यहाँ पे नहीं लिखा. आपके करम. इसीलिए मैं बोलती हूँ, there is nothing fancy about being a gangster. You're just gonna die in the end. Moral of the story. All this gangster shit is overrated. Just saying. Right. Every gangster movie ends the same way. So yeah, basically, we all know that all this like, so cool. Please, you're just gonna die. There's no point. So anyway, that I had to say that. Sorry. No, sorry, not sorry. It's true. It's true. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh my God, goosebumps have happened. This album, I have said so much already in my previous reactions. I'm gonna make a playlist of all the reactions to this project, and you'll see that playlist on the channel soon, if it's not already there. So in all those videos and in all my reactions to the songs, one thing has obviously stood out very starkly in a very obvious way. You all know, right? You all know. Kshmr and his production. I mean, I feel like him with the name and the kind of, baggage that his name carries and all of that, and his like experience in the music industry and world and everything, if he decided to come all the way to India to create a DHH album and a project because he was so inspired by what was already happening here and by all the artists that he had heard. Uh, you know, coming from that energy and that place, um, already makes you feel like he's not going to take all that effort and he's not going to do this whole thing, this entire undertaking, which is massive, by the way. It's not possible by anyone else, in the scene at least, because everyone's so involved in their own shit, right? All the labels and artists and managers and everyone's doing their own bit. Nobody's like, stepping in from the outside and saying, "Oh my God, this scene is doing so well, and it's creating such beautiful works of art and music." And I am from the outside and I'm going to step in and bring all of them together on something. Nobody over here in India, I feel, would have been able to do that or would have even thought of doing that. Maybe people have thought of doing it, but they haven't been able to execute it. Because as was obvious in the delayed release of this album, it's very difficult to get so many artists together on a project, and so many things behind the scenes are happening in terms of contracts and permissions and blah and blah and blah, schedules, everything. Imagine how big an undertaking something like this is. So even if someone had the idea or the intention to do it before, just the logistics of it would have probably defeated their idea and said, "Acha, ye hum baad mein kabhi kar lenge future mein," right? Anyway, that being said, him coming in and just being like this sort of outsider and saying, "I want to give this scene um um you know something from my end as well as a musician. I want to contribute and I want to like make this album and make this whole project with all of them and all the artists that are inspiring me and all the people who are doing great work. I want to work with all of them." So obviously a project makes sense, an album makes sense, and then creating it in this way, which is a movie setup. I have thoughts on that, I'll come to that. Which is a movie setup and has a story, again weaves like a beautiful sort of um there's this whole like organic flavor that comes into it. It's not just हमने 10 गाने बनाए, 10-12 गाने बनाए, उनको एक project में डाल दिया और release कर दिया, just random songs. They'll sound great, they'll be sonically brilliant, and lyrically brilliant, but they will not, there'll be no cohesiveness happening, right? So then to have that whole idea, then also gives it that very Indian flavor, you know? And it's like, okay, we're taking hip hop, which is an American art form, and we've created our own world out of it here in India. And now we're going to create this project that is very uniquely Indian. Yes, it's hip hop and rap, and it's going to be, internationalish in its vibe and all that, but it's going to be very distinctly Indian. So that has happened through the whole, like, Bollywood film plot and story plot and all of that. My only thing, if I were to like, I'll come to my favorite tracks and all of that later. But my only thing was, like I said, at some point, I think it was after the Mere Bina song, is that I think the characters could have been placed in a different city. It could have even been Punjab. It could have been Delhi. I honestly feel like it could have been Delhi because all the songs are Hindi and they're not Bombay Hindi, barring the one by Nazz. Nazz. Nazz? As I don't know how he said. So it would have the dialogue in the interludes, had it been in a more that Hindi, that is the predominant Hindi of all the tracks, it would have sounded a little more smoother to me. So that's one. And even like after he fell in love, okay, sorry, the one, the Godfather track and Haath Varthi, these were the only two which were in the Bombay Hindi. Rest everything else was not. And especially the one after the, he's fallen in love, and that went into Mere Bina. What was the interlude before Mere Bina? नशीली रात है ना, उसको प्यार हो गया था उस पॉइंट पे, फिर वो मेरे बिना आता है और वहां पे प्रोफेसी पंजाबी में गा रहा है. सो इट वाज वेरी रैंडम. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग, अगर कैरेक्टर्स दिल्ली में बेस्ड होते तो फिर भी समझ आ जाता था कि पंजाबी गाना चल गया, बिकॉज वहां पे दोनों हिंदी पंजाबी दोनों बोली जाती है बहुत. सो एनीवे, दैट्स माय वन नोट. And I feel like some of the songs felt like they were there. I thought it would be interlude song, interlude song, interlude song, interlude song, and the movie and slash story would progress. But at many points it was interlude song, interlude song, interlude song, 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 interlude song, song, interlude. Okay, there are two. After the Money Interlude, there were 3 tracks. After the Bhasadh Interlude, there were 3 tracks. and then it stayed. Okay, so those two sections with the 3 tracks after one interlude, maybe they were just really good tracks, so he didn't want to drop them. He was like, okay, I think we can fit this one in here. So they were all around the like similar theme. I feel like La Vida didn't work in that section at all for me in terms of placement in the story. So I felt like La Vida was taking me to like a vacation spot in some island, and even the visual was doing the same. So I don't know how it fit in over there. Harjas's song was it like a force fit? I don't think so. It was definitely more with the theme over there, which was, the Bhasadh theme, all fall down and all is happening. So वो वहाँ पे थोड़ा-सा फिट हो रहा था। La Vida का lyrics, maybe they were fitting. Look, I don't know. Maybe they were fitting. I don't know the lyrics. I would need a translation to really get it. But just the vibe of it and the whole like Cuban music and like very this thing, the visual of it, was for me kind of like a mismatch. And then Upar Hi Upar, Zero After Zero and Godfather to perfectly matlab they fit. They fit after that Money Interlude. And again, I feel like more is better than less, right? If you've been able to create more amazing, awesome tracks, then why not fit them into the story? Otherwise, yes, interlude song makes more sense because there is a situation and there's a song for it. There's a situation, there's a song for it. So, but we're not gonna complain. This project is just beyond anything that could have been conceived and executed had someone like him not stepped in from the outside and undertaken this. So huge like props to Kashmir and team, and just his intent. I think we just need to honor his intent. When you set out to do something with the right intent and the right sort of motivation and vision, then it benefits everyone. It benefits everyone involved in the scene, and that is so important, especially at this point where you can say that we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop, and this is probably how what would you say, like the 10th or 12th or 13th 14th, maybe, I don't know, year of hip hop in India, in serious hip hop. I would say 10 years. um I don't know if that's the right word to use, but you know what I mean. Like it's been like a good decade, I would say. Okay, if you're gonna just like be a little lenient, but it's been a good decade of hip hop in India. So it's completely in the nascent stages. It's completely baby, and this kind of project has just done uh I won't say favor. I will just say in a way yes, but I feel like it has just done uh the work of um expanding everyone's consciousness in the best way possible. The artist, the technicians, the record labels, even, the artist managers, the the producers. Oh my God, the producers in the scene. Everyone, because imagine everyone who's worked on uh and like I was saying, sorry, my thought is going to continue, but I was saying, Yashraj, the way he's killed it in his verses by carrying the story forward in such a beautiful way. I feel like now this is going to expand the consciousness of the filmmakers in the country, because anyone in Bollywood or any other film industry that listens to this album and says, oh wow, पूरी स्टोरी गानों में बोल दी, ये तो रैपर्स क्या कमाल कर रहे हैं, हमारे मूवी के सीन के लिए इसको बुलाओ, वी शुड गेट हिम टू राइट अ सॉन्ग. So it's going to expand the minds of people who are not even involved in the scene. So that being said, um my thought, I'll continue. Imagine all the lawyers, the entertainment lawyers and the label, the management lawyers, everyone who's worked on the contracts for this, right? Because every artist will have their contract to sign, da, da, da. You can't release an album without all the legalities in place. So everyone who's worked on that, they have also learned through the process, like how do you make the contract for a project like this, and what are the splits and blah blah blah. I'm getting technical here, but there's so much that they would have learned. Okay, this is the first time we're doing a project like this. How are we going to manage the splits? How are we going to manage the publishing rights? How are we going to manage the master rights? Right? All of that would have been a huge learning for everyone whose teams were involved in those negotiations. And then the producers, technicians, everyone, all of that. Then um, the managers of the artists themselves. I think most of the artists who have worked on this have not written for a situation, barring maybe Rajakumari and Raftaar and maybe Ikka. Has Ikka written for films? Probably, right? And probably I'm gonna go so far as saying now Yashraj has, so I don't know if it was before this album or after, but very few of the artists on this have probably written a song for someone else's brief or someone else's situation. Um, so that's expanded their artistry and their like minds as well, right? Because moving forward, they'll be like, "हाँ हम कर लेंगे. Give us the movie, give us the scene, give us a situation." So that so it's expanded that, and you all know that in our country, fortunately or unfortunately, Bollywood is what sells outside India. Most of the diaspora audience outside India consumes Indian culture through the movies, sadly. I'm not saying all, thank God, but most. So the more artists that get this, like, because of this album, get featured on soundtracks and things like that, the better it will be for them, the faster the hip hop space will grow. And I know all the audiences and the underground lovers will be like, no, nahi, what karo mainstream? Nahi, होना चाहिए hip hop को mainstream India में, because आपके artists तभी benefit करेंगे, and they all need to grow from their art. They all deserve it. They're so freaking talented, all of them. Okay. I'm tired. So I feel like my monologues are really tiring, guys. That's why it's very exhausting. Okay, so that, and then what was I gonna add here? Yeah, so thank you, Kashmir, for taking on this thing. It's no easy feat, guys. It's not easy. So yes, it was delayed. I can see why it was delayed. I must say, Sasta Acid and Ron NK, the comic strip illustrators, you all have done a beautiful job. Again, you all have probably done something like this for the first time. So I feel like everyone has just brought their A game, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful to see. Um, Coming to my favorites, I really, it would be very, very unfair to say favorites, but I'll just say that the songs that I'll probably find myself looping the most, although I've loved all of them. Mola was a revelation for me. Um, Even B.I.G was very nice. La Vida was a vibe. I just wish I knew what it was saying. Um, and yeah, I kind of, oh, okay, Bhussi and Karan Kanchan also on it. So yeah, everyone's brought their A game, and everyone's been like, okay, something like this is happening. You know what? I'm just missing Karma in this lineup. I'm just saying he's also very good at storytelling. So वो भी होता तो अच्छा होता, लेकिन ठीक है. There's so many names here that I just feel like I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I'll say which tracks I have completely lost my shit. Saade with Bhussi, Zero After Zero, Upar Hi Upar, um, All Fall Down, Mere Bina, of course, Khoya Saab, Enemies. It was the highlight of this session for me, I have to say. Enemies and Legacy. Yeah, and not taking away from any of the songs I didn't mention, like Godfather and La Vida and B.I.G, even this one, Mola, uh, and yeah, not taking anything away from those tracks, and Dream, of course. Sorry, I missed that. And Dream, not taking anything away from those. They were freaking amazing as well. This entire project, man. But yeah, those are the songs that I feel like I'm gonna loop the most. And this was fun. This was fun. This is honestly, it's historic. It's historic for the scene. Nothing like this has ever happened. It's iconic in that it's brought so many amazing names together. It is just beautiful. Rajakumari, you have just smashed it. It's uh yeah, speaking of, Rajakumari and Lisa were the two female vocalists on it. But the ones whose names are not mentioned, whose vocals Kashmir has used, idhar udhar, Riar Saab, man. I'm just sorry, I'm seeing the names and I'm like, my God. The voices that he has used, they were all beautiful. Freaking good. So freaking good. Okay. Are there any other thoughts I have that I want to talk about? Because I always end my listening sessions, and then at the end I'm like, oh, I forgot to talk about this, I forgot to talk about that. So give me a second while I think about, have I missed anything? No, I think I've covered it all, from the business side and the music side and the artist side. And I feel like any artist who couldn't be a part. Oh, yes, Divine. I heard he was supposed to be on the album, but then he himself was not happy with the track, but Kashmir was. And so he didn't or couldn't include it on the album. Damn it. Damn it. That's all I have to say. damn it. Why? Maybe it was already delayed so much. He could have done another track if Divine wasn't happy with it. He could have given him another beat. He should have featured on this, you know. I'm just saying the names from the scene that are super important to the scene that were missing. Divine, Karma. Is there anyone else you can think of? Rawal was there. Maybe Bharg. Seedhe Maut were there. Is there anyone you can think of from the scene who was missing? Brother V. Yeah, Brother V was missing. Who else? I can't think. If you can think of a name that was missing that you feel should have been on the album, please comment with that below. I feel like, yeah, he managed to get almost everyone amazing from the scene. So props, just props. Just full respect. This project has elevated the scene so much, and like we said before in the previous reaction, अब इससे नीचे तो मतलब बात ही मत करना हमसे, हम बस spoil हो चुके हैं और हम बहुत खुश हैं. So yay, lovely. And the last line, जब मिलते हैं आपके करम, let's take away the moral of the story, since this is a story. Y'all know what I'm gonna say, right? Gangster shit is not cool. Very evident. You're just gonna die. It's just a waste of time. But TK, okay. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, again, thank you everyone for this project. Mass Appeal, Kshmr, everyone's teams, all the artists, everyone who worked super hard on it. Just thank you for the music. And anything I missed, comment below. Any other recommendations, DM me. Do support this channel. It means a lot. And take care of you. Live long and prosper.
When we come for you, better get to running 'cause we're running.